The Big Brother 25 house may be flipping their vote this week, and you can thank Harry Potter for it. Let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me.
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, stand-up comedian Joleen Lunzer and Big Brother superfan, to break down all things Big Brother 25. I am going to be sharing with you some spoilers from the live feeds, so spoiler alert. Also, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. We are well on our way to 40K subscribers. We're at 33, so we have a ways to go, but we are getting there. But first, if you want to support me further, you can follow me on social media or check out my Patreon and YouTube memberships. Okay, let's get started. We have a lot to talk about. So what it looked like this week was that Hisam, all right, HOH, Hisam puts Riley and Cameron on the block. Riley is Hisam's target. And then they play the POV, and Hisam wins the POV as well. So he holds all the power. POV ceremony today, didn't use it. And he's really pushing for Riley to go. So much so that during his speech at the POV, he was Hisam. He Hisam'd it. He was just like,
Listen, my name means integrity and honesty and all the things, and I'm not a doctor, but I play one in the real world. And so you got to vote out Riley. I want Riley. Riley, it's you. Hi, you're the one we're voting out. It's you.
people didn't take that too well. He has HOH-itis. It's interesting to watch, but probably not going to be the best for his game in the long run. People started having a little sympathy for Riley. Hisam also had a meeting with his Professor's Alliance. They seem to be on the same page, but during that meeting, Hisam has a way of making his alliance feel as though he doesn't need them. And they are really starting to believe that Hisam wishes he was playing with the Buff kids. And that's what Izzy said tonight on the feeds. She's like, Hisam is just mad because he's not on the side of the Buff kids. They didn't pick to play with him. And that would be the other side of the house, the Riley, Matt, Blue, Jag, and then the double agent Jared on that side of the house. Izzy was really put off by how Hisam was talking and acting, and she feels kind of disposable. And it's Izzy. So she's just like, Moms, yo, I do not feel like Hisam appreciates us. And I'm the smartest person in this game. And if he doesn't know it, I don't know what to do, Moms. You are not going to disrespect Izzy Fields. Izzy and Sari talk. They decide that, Hisam is getting a little too big for his britches. And it is best for Sari's game for Cameron to go. At this point, Cameron is mentioning traitors. Cameron is getting really close with Hisam, and that is being noticed by his fellow Professor's Alliance members. They also don't like that Hisam is prioritizing players like Blue and Jag and Cameron. Yeah, because as much as Hisam talks a big game about wanting to work with the geriatrics and an older person to win, he wants to hang with the grown and sexy, but not too grown. So that's the energy they're picking up from Hisam. He is not doing a good job of making his alliance members feel as though they're in a democracy or a cheerocracy, if you will. He's definitely acting like a dictator, and he is alienating them. HOH Hisam keeps talking about Harry Potter. When he says why he put Riley on the block, he is talking about her mentioning his name, her being a threat, her being messy, her not owning her stuff in this game. But when he talks about why he put Cameron on the block, he keeps saying it's because he's a Hufflepuff. Now, as a fellow Hufflepuff, I feel offended. What's wrong with Hufflepuff? I mean, it's obvious that Hisam is Slytherin, right? There's no other Harry Potter house he could be in. Also, if you know anything about Hufflepuffs, and I know very little, you should know that they're loyal. And Cameron is most definitely not a Hufflepuff because he already flipped on his alliance. The first sign of danger, he was like, I'm about to sell them all out because I like this young girl, Riley, but only as a father figure. I would have had to been 9 to father her, but you know what I'm saying. So no, he is not, in fact, a Hufflepuff. They're also kind. I mean, I can't really tell if Cameron's kind. Selfless. I guess he's pretending to be selfless. They're forgiving. I don't know about that. Humble? Cameron's not humble. Every chance he gets, he interjects himself into people's conversations and talks about how great he is and how great of a coach he is. Hufflepuffs are patient. Well, he wasn't very patient with his alliance. Hufflepuffs are inclusive. He seems to only want to include Riley, basically Riley. Now, the negative, I guess, sides of Hufflepuffs is that they can be too trusting. They can be too loyal. They're stubborn. So I guess maybe Cameron falls into that. They can be naive. I mean, I think he does think he has a chance with Riley, so he would fit in there. They have fear of conflicts. Maybe I'm not Hufflepuff because I don't fear conflict, and I don't think Cameron does either. And I think people in the house are tired of hearing this answer from Hisam. Also, what is wrong with being a Hufflepuff? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think Cameron is, and if you think Hisam can be anything but Slytherin. I mean, no, right? And even though Izzy says, I cannot stand Riley, she thinks after talking with Suri that maybe it is, a good idea for them to flip the vote on Hisam and keep Riley. Izzy and Suri then talk to Corey, who seems to inject himself pretty well in their conversation and kind of advocates for the fact that if he won HOH, he wouldn't have put Riley up. And if they save Riley, she definitely won't be going after them. She'll most likely be going after Hisam. Well, all of these things culminate in Suri and Izzy's brains to the point where they're like, well, we're going to have to flip the vote. We're going to have to keep Riley. And even though Izzy's like, I hate Riley, because Izzy hates a lot of people. Izzy hates Cameron more, but she hates Riley too. She's like, Riley doesn't even try with me. Hate Riley. These cool kids aren't even talking to me, moms. So this evening, it looked like Izzy and Suri were ready to go full force, flip the vote on Hisam and keep Riley. And Izzy was really pumped about seeing Hisam's face once they flipped the vote. I think that was kind of her driving force. It felt very emotional. But for Suri, I will say it's better for her game. Get rid of Cameron now. If I was Suri, I'd want him gone. Like I said, he's bringing up traitors. He's getting really close to Hisam. Suri already doesn't trust Red. He's close with Red. And Hisam's pulling in Blue and Jag, or trying to. And so, Suri just feels, well, ultimately, he'll use all those people to just come after me. And again, his alliance members and the professors feel devalued. They don't feel as though Hisam, Mr. I love the elderly, actually loves the elderly. He doesn't necessarily believe that they're pulling their weight. That's the energy he's given out. And they don't like that, especially Miss Felicia. She's like, oh no, maybe we should keep Riley. So these conversations start happening, and they're still happening right now on the feeds. Now, the one member of the professors who's like, come on, guys, we gotta keep it to, like, we can't just switch on our emotions. We got to keep it focused. We can't blow up our alliance right now, is Mimi. And Mimi is the voice of reason on their alliance. She has the best little talking to the cam moments in the food storage room. And you just feel for Mimi, because Mimi, she had a whole monologue today while eating grapes in the food storage after Izzy came to her and was like, yo, I talked to moms and we was thinking that we're going to probably save Riley. And Mimi's like, oh, okay. And then she was just like caressing her ponytail. Like, I'm sure she wanted to just yank it out at that point, because these people, she's like, are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So Mimi's in the food storage and she's like, okay, why can't we keep it together for 7 days? Why is my alliance acting like this? We just met with the alliance, and now we're targeting the leader of our alliance. She eats the grapes. Why did y'all have to go and say it to everybody? Riley has a group of people advocating for her to stay. Cameron and Hisam have no one. That makes Riley the target. Riley has an army. The math is not mathing. And she eats more grapes. She's like, this is not a game about feelings. It's strategy. It's luck. It's everything else but feelings. She says, someone's been crying every day. And she's like, why are you crying? Why are you crying, Riley? What are you crying for? You know what you signed up for? And she's like, yeah, Cody could be lying. The conversation he had with Suri and with Izzy, and the information he spilled to them, which, definitely tilted the scales to saving Riley. Mimi's like, sure, he could be telling the truth. He could be lying. And even if he ain't lying, oh well. If you ask me, oh damn well. Hisam has done nothing but illuminate the target on his back. Then she's like trying to collect herself. She's like, all right, Mimi, you've said what you needed to say. You did that. Okay, you need to collect yourself. You let everyone else be frantic. You are going to be organized. You're going to be together. You're calm. You're collected. And just, if these people could just not be so emotional every second of the day and think strategy, not emotion. And then she leaves the food storage room. But she has so many of these moments. You just know when her alliance or someone in her alliance comes up to Mimi and is like, look, we're about to flip the whole game on its head. I'm in my feelings about something I got to tell you. And it's going to change the whole strategy of our alliance. Mimi immediately is like, okay, yeah, let's talk on that. Let me think about that. And then she walks into the food store. She's like, God, these people, what the hell? Why can't I just don't understand why we got to be crying and changing the strategy and getting all emotional? Like, we got strategy, not emotion. Grapes. Now, Mimi agrees with Izzy. She's like, listen, I can't really stand Riley either right now. I mean, Mimi kind of did like a little impression of her. And she's like, she tried talking to me and then she was crying. And she's just like, it's the first week and it was just a blunder and I wish I could do it over. And Mimi's like, it's part of the game. There's no reason to be crying about this. And Mimi basically told Izzy, we take the shot now. The target is right there. We got to take the shot. Riley has too many people advocating for her to stay. It's too dangerous. Take the shot now. We can get Cameron out later, deal with the Hisam situation later, but we got to take this shot now. After talking to her, Izzy seems to see the light a little bit, and she's like, okay, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Make some cookies. Her and Mimi make some cookies. Mimi then goes back in the food storage room alone, and she's like, yes, turn your brains on. She's like, I'm gonna have a damn heart attack in here. Has anyone had a heart attack in this house before? Because I'm gonna be that person to have the heart attack because these people are driving me crazy. But Izzy's not done yet. She then goes and pulls Riley aside to talk to her in the have-not room, which Sari suggested she do. And she basically read off the Sari Fields script, or as she calls her, moms.
She's like, yo, Riley, hey, it's me, Izzy. Do, flutie, flute, flautist. You know me, I'm at Lizzo.
She's like, listen, Rai, if Sari, if she trusts you, then, then I'ma trust you. And I know you were saying my name. Okay, say my name, but not in Big Brother. You are in trouble. But whatever I tell you right now, Riley, stays with us. I'll know. If you say something, is you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. I will know. So don't do it. Me and moms will know. And she said, I want you to know, between me and you, the door is not closed for Thursday.
The door is closed.
It's not closed. I didn't like how things went down today with, Hisam and the POV stuff. Basically, she was indicating that. And then Izzy said, I want to move forward with you in a positive way. So we'll see. I mean, the door isn't closed. I'm not giving you any promises. You ain't moms. Izzy Fields is going to need some time to think. She's going to need to let it marinate, percolate. Riley apologizes. She's like, oh my God, I'll try not to cry. But my first week, I was just acting so uncharacteristically me. I'm actually like super cool. And did I mention I juggle? I juggle a lot. And I was just paranoid and I had anxiety, but I've learned my lesson. Izzy talks about Riley's people. And, she's just like, I don't know about all your people. Some of your people, I think I can trust, but not all of them. And Izzy tells her again, I trust Sari, but I will not be told what to do. Don't you tell me what to do. Don't tell me. I do not take directions well, unless it's from moms. Riley's like, yeah, I trust Sari too. I love her. She's my girl. She's my best friend. Call me every 5 minutes. I love her. And then Riley tells Izzy, I want to develop relationships with people outside of the hot young group. I do. I want to get to know you like regular people, see what it's like to be so regular. I don't know. I'm 5'9", but I want to talk to you and I'm sorry. And Izzy finally says, you don't have to apologize. Stop apologizing. But she says, I'm going to tell you again, it does scare me. Some of your people like Jag and Blue, they don't talk to me. So whatever they think about me, they're not smarter than me. That's what Izzy says. Whatever they think about me, they're not smarter than me. Just so you know that I know that you know that we know that I'm the smartest person that's ever walked in the door. Izzy also tells Riley she knows who Hisam is and Riley's like, oh, okay. And Izzy's like, don't you tell him that. Because if you tell him I said that, I'll know. Oh, no.
These eyes don't bug for no reason. I know. I'll be in your business.
She says, if Heisem finds out that I'm saying this to you, I'm done. So don't do me like that. This is my olive branch of trust to you. And Riley's like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to be different. I'm going to be a good girl. I'm going to be a big girl. I promise. Then we hear Heisem outside. He is again talking about Riley, his favorite subject. And he's just like, Riley, she's always making excuses. She needs to be a big girl. Put her big girl pants on. Okay. She needs to own her shit. You got to own your shit. You got to own your shit. Well, sir, you're going to have to own your shit too. Because you're doing a lot. And you are not making your alliance members feel very taken care of or appreciated. You're making them feel like, I guess I'll just stay with these moldy oldies until the young hotties notice my 45-year-old abs. So as much as I agree with Heisem, I do think that Riley would do so much better in this house socially if she would just own her stuff and not blame it on HOH. So I felt like her conversation with Izzy was a little better in that she was like, I'm sorry, I was paranoid, I had anxiety, I effed up. She should have just go with that. But then Riley, she says these things. She has like tiny moments of clarity, but then she was on the hammock today talking to Matt and she was like, you know what? It's not fair. So then she goes right back into her Nicole Franzel victim era. And it's like, no, Riley, no, stay present, stay aware. And she says, there hasn't been like a single day that I haven't been working my ass off. Everyone else is like having fun except for me. I have to work so hard. I haven't had a single day that I can relax. And Matt's like, yeah, maybe, it's just how you are. You're like a hard worker. She's like, yeah. There hasn't been like a single day that I'm not being watched. Like everybody's watching me. Like you're watching me, Matt. Like everybody's watching me. Oh my God, stop watching me for real. Oh my God. I mean, look at me, but don't watch me. She then tells Matt she's been taking the brunt / the heat of everything in the house, and everything falls on her, you guys. Everything. Oh, it's so Nicole Franzel logic, and I don't like it. In other news, Blue and Jared are flirting very hard. They're about to be in a relationship, but they're both like, I'm difficult. No, I put up a wall. My love language is touch, but not kissing. Jared doesn't like kissing. He's like, wet lips kind of freak me out. I'm like, okay. And Blue's like, I love kissing, but not too much. He's like, yeah, not too much. And then they just have this back and forth they've been doing the whole time. They're like, we'll probably be that couple in 8 years. And we'll be like, we're just hanging out. We're just whatever. We'll be married and have kids. Oh my God. But if you're at the club and you like twerk on another guy, I'll be so jealous. I would never do that, Jared. I'm just saying, like, I'm not that type of guy. You have to worry about me cheating because I think people's lips like gross me out. Like, I don't know where your lips have been. Yeah, I get it, but I wouldn't do that. He's like, you seem like the type of girl that wants a lot of attention. Yeah, but I get a lot of attention because I dress really cute. Oh, do you? I do. Maybe I'll spit on you. And he's like, she's like, oh my God, I hope my parents aren't watching. Boner City Township over there. They're about to pop. And then in other showman's possibility news, Miss Felicia, Red, and Cameron were talking about the possible showmans in the house. And they were like, yeah, Blue and Jared, pretty obvious. But they also mentioned something that's been popping up. And that is America and Corey. Corey's like, I got game. Corey's talking to the feeds. Corey's like, this person sucks at the game. This person's cool. I look hot. Corey's got game, he says. He's got a good sense of humor. He says he kills it at speed dating because of his winning personality, but he struggles with vulnerability. And America just thinks he's hilarious. And Red Dog, he loved talking about this. Red was just all about the gossip. He was about the tease, like, but I think America's really into him. Okay. And Corey, I think he's into her. And I caught him checking them out. All right. Now I think Blue and Jared, Blue, she will cut him like cutthroat. Like she said so. Like she will just be done with him. So I don't know about that. And then as far as Riley and Matt go, I don't think that's going to last. That's just like a right now thing. And then Cameron's over there all creepalicious being like, yeah, Riley, she wants an older man. Let me shake my curls. And Miss Felicia's like, oh, like 30? And I'm thinking, like you, bro? He's like, yeah, I don't think she knows her type. I mean, Miss Felicia says, well, I think Jag likes Riley. Yeah, that's not her type. I don't think she knows what it is, but definitely a older, more mature man who says she reminds him of his daughter. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I asked her if I could get the digits, and she did say she was going to give me her digits. I told her, don't give me them wrong ones, because I be doing that too to women's. I be giving them the wrong number and stuff if I'm not interested. But I think she's into this coach. Put me in, coach. You know, I'm training her, and it's just like,
You better not.
So it's pretty exciting on the feeds. I mean, they're definitely going back and forth. This split house is blowing up left and right. These alliances are fully outed and definitely not working the way they should be. People are mixing and matching. Hisam has HOH-itis. Flirting is happening. Blue dressed Corey up in a really cute pink outfit, a la Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears in the early 2000s pop music royalty days. But most importantly, the house might be flipped. And that is so entertaining for us viewers to see the house flip and hopefully surprise the HOH. I love that. And I'm fully on board with this now. I mean, I think Hisam's HOH has just been very messy, which love to see it. And at this point, I'd flip on him too. And if I was Suri, I would definitely want Cameron out. I mean, Riley's always going to be a threat. Mimi is 100% right. And she definitely is thinking strategically. But at this point, take the risk for us viewers. Take the risk for us viewers. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section about what's going down. Do you hope Riley goes home? Do you hope Cameron goes home? Right now, Hisam thinks Riley's going home, but the house is working to flip right now. They're going back and forth, but it looks like Suri, Miss Felicia, Izzy still on the fence. Mimi's like, I don't want to do this. They still have to have some talks with Jared, but I think it's definitely possible that Riley stays, and I'm here for it. You know, I am getting tired of Riley and the victim stuff, but Cameron, I would just go. I think for our viewing pleasure, it would be very exciting to see the house save Riley and have Hisam like, what? So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you smash that like on the way out. Again, like I said, leave a comment, follow me on social media, and always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye, guys.
If you like what you